What's going on, guys? Besides here, in today's video we are going to analyze the new LEC AD carry. In the next year there's going to be a few new AD carries. We know Los Ratons, we know that there are a few other teams other than the LEC ones, and this guy is going to play for the KC team. It's leaked, we already know. This guy is so fucking good. He has a 60% win rate in Challenger, and I'm gonna break it all down for you. How does he do it? What does he do? And how can you apply what he does in Challenger in low elo? We're gonna analyze a game from his Smurf. I mean, his account was 1300 LP and he's been Grandmaster and Challenger on his Smurf, so it's not gonna be low elo by any means. But I truly wanna see what he does that is different compared to other Challenger players. And you should subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell if you want to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this AD carry specialized channel. My name is Bizais. I'm an AD carry specialized coach players with ranks between Iron and Challenger. I do it consistently since 2018, so I do have over 10,000 hours of coaching Iron, Bronze, Master, Grandmaster, Silver, Emerald. So I'll show you what works in High Grandmaster that you can apply in Challenger and what doesn't work, because we all know, come on besides, not everything that works in Challenger works for me in my Emerald games where my support is Uga Buga doing his thing. True. Caitlyn, Hazel, crazy fucking good. Obviously, we're going to analyze the matchup as well. Let me take my pen and let's get right into it, guys. Good. So, Caitlyn Bard, decent lane. Bard can't roam that much because he has a Malphite. He could play for mid lane. Because if you have ulti, Orianna, Shockwave, you can definitely kill him. But realistically speaking, I think Bard should play specifically with Caitlyn and specifically with Dian Zhao. If we hit ult on the Jhin, we can set up the trap. So this lane he faces is pretty good. Not as good as a Caitlyn Neeko, Caitlyn Karma, Caitlyn Lux, Caitlyn Morgana, but still pretty decent. We see Ronaldo on mid lane, Isma on jungle, so we do have some LEC players still into the game. We see Magi Felix, the guy that has like 5 accounts in Challenger. He used to have, I think, 3 accounts in top 10 Challenger. So we see a few players, obviously some common names right here. We see Hazel going for the sweeper. So when you know you can get push, getting super is good because you can get brush priority, and if you have brush priority with Caitlyn, you can sit into the brush, you can actually slow push better, and you can Q from the brush, and it's much easier for you to play the game. I would not recommend this for low elo. In low elo, I would keep my word, because if my support is a Uga Buga player, I like to call them not humans. By what I mean by not humans, I mean not so experienced on support. Beautiful Q right here. He doesn't force the trade. This is a Neeko. He goes on the left right, he does a little tempo. Bard Q, beautiful, heals early. This is what I call a Keria heal. And Q, really lovely. I don't know if you guys paid attention to this, but when you play Kate, you want to focus the AD carry or the support. Usually you want to focus the Squisher guy. But the Squisher guy is, in this case, Neeko. Neeko has less HP than the Jhin, because Jhin obviously has an item with HP called Doran's Blade. So here he's thinking, 1, who is Squisher? It's Neeko. 2, who is less HP? It's Neeko. So why would I go with the Q on the Jhin? Because yes, I'm actually right here. If they didn't have this word, this would be Fog of War Q. So if Jhin was actually lower, he would go onto the Jhin, but his Challenger fundamentals says, hey, if the distance allows, I want to go on the target that is lower HP. Obviously, you want to get push. So please, for low elo, don't get sweeper because your support is bad and they won't know how to put the word. If you get sweeper in high elo, this is exactly what you can do. Q from the brush, play from the brush. Be sure to not last hit from the brush. Always be out of the brush when you last hit, because when you are hitting the minions from the brush, they have vision. Be sure to not lose push against Jhin, which is a very easy thing to do. He gets level 2, beautiful Traparino right there, and Neeko has no flash, so it's so easy to play. So he got push, he got brush priority because he has sweeper. Everything you can apply in low elo as well. Just don't get sweeper, because if you get sweeper in low elo and you get level 3 gank, you can't rely that your Bard, your support, will actually have the word for the river. Pushes this wave, he needs to recall. This is Challenger, so I would recall second brush, because first brush he's going to definitely get stopped. Maybe he can recall in the middle of the lane, because Jhin should be a human. This is Grandmaster Challenger, so Jhin should always know that the tempo of Caitlyn right now is to recall. She can buy a Kal into refillable potion, or she can buy a double longsword right here. So you should always throw the W into this brush. So Caitlyn, exactly. Actually, I don't think he wanted to throw it into the brush, but I think if this is a different AD carry, like maybe Hansama, Kalist, or any other pro player, he would definitely do the brush. He doesn't really have money for potion. I personally would wait 12 gold to get another potion because this is a poke lane and he doesn't really have a lot of sustain with his lethal tempo. And also here he's thinking that, hey, if I'm gonna stay for 10 gold, this lane is really easy to be pushed because Nico and Jhin have a really good push power, even though it's level 2. So I'm gonna go back to the laning phase, but I personally don't agree with this. I think that waiting 10 gold in this specific case will be good. Because again, this is a poke lane. Okay, so far, good fundamentals, good place of the recall. He gets level 1 push. He knows how to go in. He puts a trap in front of him. He has champion mastery on the Caitlyn. Everything is good. Everything is clean. This is DRX, I think? Is this DRX? I actually don't know. DRX Caitlyn. Okay, slow push this. Your jungle is recalling. Crash on the next one. There is fight right here, so you need to Q the wave now, please. Q on all of the minions, perfection, efficiency, perfection. Take this, move towards the river. If this fight is over, just keep pushing onto the tower. Nico is missing. Okay, we see Nico mid lane. We know that we can't hit the tower against a Jhin. We see that we can actually catch Nico. He's moving. This is obviously Fog of War. And beautiful rotation by him. Yeah, this is crazy. He can't do anything. He really can't do anything. He does miss the traps, but this is clean. Like, I don't know, man, but like, can you do this in low elo? Like, I think if you're in low elo here, I would personally, with this amount of minions, I would hit the tower because I don't rely on Bard being human and I don't rely on Bard hitting the stun. So even if he goes like this, he probably will just miss his abilities. So will I do this in low elo? Probably not, because in low elo I wouldn't really, yeah, I would just have less trust on the Bard hitting the stun, okay? And I would just get the free plays here. Obviously, this is Challenger. Obviously, they know that they have no words because we have a pink card right here. This is Fog of War, so Hazel knows that this is Fog of War. We also see the body language of Nico is very, very... Yeah, we see it's very... How should I say it? Very forward. You see this? Very forward. It goes like this. We see Azir is also getting out of the laney phase. So, there's going to be action on mid lane. And that's why he goes like this. Be careful because in low elo, I would just get praised. I would not push here. Just slow push. I think you should play Brush here, no? But maybe he wants to tank the minions. Like tank the W of the Jhin here. He doesn't want to... Yeah, see that? Like he's clean. Okay, he missed the cannon. Like he is a human, guys, okay? But he still denied the enemy Jhin. Like this is true fundamentals. And I don't see it as this is insane. I see it like he does the basics perfectly. A lot of people will tell you like, oh, to be Challenger and to be Grandmaster, you have to know advanced stuff. Shut the fuck up. You need to have the basics really good and you need to do them consistently good. Which Hazel, he does this by the book. Little tempo, Q, beautiful. I honestly think the skin is carrying him a lot. Let's see the traps. So that's the trap behind him right there. Okay, he does trap. Where does he trap? Oh, he traps here. Ooh, interesting. I would actually put the trap a little bit more like that so they don't see it. But this is an interesting way. He can't really step into the trap. And then does the EQ, uses the barrier right here. Oh my god. I don't know, man. How can you play against this guy? So what did Jhin do wrong? I feel like the fact that he loses push. Okay, he recalls right here, but he can stay. Why should he stay here? Okay, listen. So... you need to obviously play for BF Sword, and he doesn't have BF Sword now. He has 1236 gold, okay? He can't wait in base for 60 gold. That's crazy. Anything more than 30 gold is crazy. So now he thinks that, oh, I could recall, and especially because next wave is a cannon wave, but we don't give a shit about the cannon wave, okay? If he had 1300 gold right here, the distance between the next wave and the middle of the lane is around 15 seconds. Plus, if Jhin wants to push, let's say this is a non-cannon wave. For the non-cannon wave to come into the middle, it takes 15 seconds from this point, okay? 15 seconds. Jhin pushes a non-cannon wave in around 7 to 10 seconds. So you have around 25 seconds to actually come back in the laning phase. But 25 seconds is enough. What I'm saying to you is that you don't give a shit if you recall on a cannon or not. If the next wave is really far, and by far I mean between the third tower and the second tower, the middle. If it's actually on the lower side here, if you recall and it's non-cannon wave, in most cases you're not gonna lose a lot. Obviously it depends, because if you play against a Sivir that has huge wave clear with a static shift, there are situations where you anyways lose. But what I'm saying is that Hazel here, he's calculating, he's thinking that, hey, now I don't have BF Sword. if I had BF Sword, it doesn't matter that it's a cannon or no cannon, I recall because I have BF Sword. And the most important thing when you recall is having the gold, having the item, having the power spike. This is for low elo, high elo, bronze, level 3, level 5, level 20, challenger rank 1, for everyone, okay? Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com. Now he's thinking, hey, but I don't have enough for BF, so I'm gonna stay. It's greedy and we will not be a Drake. But remember guys, even in Challenger, the rule is simple. I give a shit about my items. We see that Hazel is actually pinging this wave to tell Bart and Zin that we play for this wave. So what am I showing you guys here? I'm showing you that he greedy to stay for BF Sword and he knows I'm not gonna be a Drake, I'm not gonna be on River. If they move, I can't move there first. I'm gonna get pushed in, I'm gonna lose a little bit of tempo, lose a little bit of pressure. But when you play AD carry, you need to have your items, you need to play for yourself. This is what I mean by being selfish. When you hear someone say, oh, you have to be selfish as AD carry, that's what you mean. Stay for that BF Sword, stay for that wave. And then now he recalls, and maybe Nico and Jin can move, because, you know, you just need to recall. You can't push another one right here because you don't know where they are. Jin was anyways low mana, so he knows that. But even if he wasn't low mana, he would still make this play. Now he has BF Sword, or at least now he goes for Berserker Boots, and then he plays for the top lane. This rotation you can't make, and I also don't recommend Berserker Boots. Why does he go Berserker Boots? Berserker Boots are very good in a lane swap meta where he can move a lot on the map. The boots are giving 45 movement speed, and it's really, really good. For most cases, if you play Challenger, Grandmaster, most AD carries, I watched like I think 3 out of 4 AD carries in Challenger that I watched are buying these boots on a lot of champions, which I don't think is very gold. I actually checked the gold efficiency of this item and it's not actually that good. And if you're actually going to do a little bit of research, if the OTP lol Caitlyn, what's going to end up happening here, if you look to builds, and you actually check other challenger players, you will notice that a lot of the times they will actually get a Yuntal or get the first item before they get Berserker boost. Do you guys see this? So, do you guys see this, what I'm saying? Okay, this guy, I guess, oh, Infinity Edge first. That's interesting. Last Whisper. Okay, maybe it's a bit crazy guy. Let's see if we can find another one. Oh, again, we've got the Berserker boost. Yeah, for SoloQ environments, you see the first item and then the boost completed. So for SoloQ environments, I usually recommend this playstyle where you prioritize your first item. But if you do play, like, look, first item, second item, and then you buy the boots. Yeah, like for SoloQ environments, I recommend to just get the item, but it depends, because in high elo you can actually play a bit differently. So yeah, Hazel, clean fundamentals, clean decisions, lovely. He slow pushes this, wants to make a big wave so he can break for grubs. 30 seconds for the grubs, so we do the lane swap. We take this, take the grubs, recall, going bot. I don't think there is any other play. Interesting that he skips slow pushing because we see the timer. He wants to make sure the wave crushes exactly when we're starting grubs, which is obviously the basic play. So it crushes this and now goes for the grubs. The wave is crushed at almost perfect timer. He takes this, catches the wave, recall, because Malphite is already recalling. Take this wave, recall instantly. Okay, I guess right now we don't recall on this tempo, we recall on the next tempo. This is good because we can get plays. And we have 3 grubs. So when it comes to 3 grubs on Caitlyn, it is really not balanced. Oh, sorry, what did I do? Yeah, it is really not balanced. So he's gonna push this, recall into going bot. There is no reason to stay by yourself. Why? Is because when you play in Challenger, you think about Bard tempo, you think about jungle tempo. Jungle has 1, 2, 3 camps on top lane. So Bard is thinking about, hey, my job as a Bard is to protect his camps, because now this is the objective. No Drake, no grubs. So Bard is protecting the camps right now, and Xin Zhao is actually playing for bot side. Drake is up in 3 minutes, so it doesn't matter. Like, now the objective is protecting the camps. So with Caitlyn, you want to be around your jungle and your support, okay? This is why he's recalling. Should you give a shit about this? Don't give a shit about this. Close your eyes, guys, right now. Emerald, silver, doesn't really matter. You're never gonna do swaps like this. But what's important to see here for low elo is the AD carry adapts his recall, adapts his decision making based on his jungle. But I thought in high elo they will adapt with you, and AD carry people will play around you. No, people won't give a shit about you, whether you are the AD carry or the support. It's SoloQ, so everyone wants to be a main, you know, character guy. So it's very simple. You as an AD carry, you need to adapt. And he just dies here. I think he has no chance. I mean, it's okay. Honestly, yeah, he didn't respect. Like, you need to adapt with your teammates. Your teammates won't play around you. Whether it's Silver, Challenger, Grandmaster, he literally recalled. He could be crying, but you know, they should be top lane right now because I want to get played and I'm strong. So why are they not playing with me? I'm playing with Malphite on bot lane. But no, he understood that teammates are bot lane and there is camps. And of course, in this case, the teammates know what the fuck they are doing. But even if they don't know what the fuck they are doing, I would still play around the side that my Xin Zhao and support is, just so they can, you know, be around if I'm getting gangbanged or pranked, you know. Of course, here we see Xin Zhao is pathing towards top lane. Pretty bad if you ask me. Why are we taking Krags? It's just 1 camp here. If it was 3 camps, then sure, but here he should skip this. He should just go towards bot lane, cover here bot lane. Bard plays bot. There is no reason to play top lane. The guy is 0-2. He's really behind. We're never gonna play towards top lane. We can't really play towards mid lane because Azir has flash advantage, and 2v2 you actually losing against Azir. Like, there's a lot of reasons why Xin Zhao shouldn't do this, but Hazel dies and this is his fault. He should look at his minimap and he should see that this guy is playing for top side. And there is no reason for you to be there. And this guy is an LEC player, I think, Isma, right? Well, he is. I don't think he is. So what is the thing that you learn? We learned that even junglers and supports, they make mistakes, even if you're looking at a super high elo, okay? So don't tilt. We're all humans. We all make mistakes. If they don't play around you, chill. You know, try to play your game and try to be more adaptable. You should try to adapt with them. Not they adapt with you, because they will never adapt with you. Okay, if you play Clash with your friends, whatever, yes, they probably will adapt with you. But other than that, they will not. Okay, taking the tower. I don't think they can take the tempo on the Drake. Take this. Can we take Drake or we just play mid? Jarvan is mid. So right now he should just recall, right? Let's see what he's gonna do right here. We're starting Drake, so why is he following? He's following just because he knows that Xin Zhao he can do Drake. But if he recalls and goes mid lane, there is nothing really he can do because Orianna is going to be safe. Or even if she dies, it doesn't really matter. So you just want to speed up the Drake. I don't think you should stay until 0 HP. I think you should stay until like 2000 HP here just to speed up the Drake. And I think you should recall instantly here. Let's see. Okay, so he didn't stay until 0 HP, but he goes mid lane. Because he wants to catch mid wave and Orianna has no TP. Should you do this in low elo? If I'm low elo and I have my collector right here, I just recall. Why? Actually, no. I stay for Drake because we already started it. But I wouldn't stay for mid wave. Why? It's because I have collector in base. And it's very important for me to get my collector before we fight. Because now, this is obvious. In Challenger, you stay mid, you catch the wave and then you recall. And then teammates will not fight. But in low elo, if you do this decision and you go mid and a fight is gonna break out and you have 2000 gold almost in your inventory, then you're gonna cry that you didn't recall before. So in low elo, I would do Drake. I would stay until like 2k and then I would recall. And then when I go mid lane, if they start the fight, I want to have my collector. So in low elo, and also this kind of woke up is a bit bad because if you do it in low elo, like this, you guys see that? If you do it that step up behavior in low elo, people will think that you want to fight. And obviously this is pretty bad. He has 3 grabs. He does have flash. He wants to play on this wave. Malphite is pushing top lane. They are pushing into the jungle. There is something that I'm missing here for sure. Did Jarvan use ulti? No. Okay, so use ult, use flash. I see. So the Jarvan is chunked. So on this tempo, he can't really play too aggressive. I see. So that's why they actually make this aggressive play. Yeah, in Challenger, it's very important to play for tempo. Like if you're Grandmaster and you're watching this, is very important. If your Malphite is pushing top, your Bard is pushing into the jungle, and your Xin is also pushing into the jungle, and Jax is dead, it's very important to stay up tempo with the teammates and try to push. If they make a play on top lane, try to get prio mid lane. They're already right there. So try to keep the tempo up. Don't recall when they all make a play on top. So this in Challenger obviously is like the normal play. I truly think that he should just recall here. But let's see, 1, 2, 3. Has he moved? No, never mind. He has 3 grabs, so he can do this. In low elo, again, as I said, the basic decision making was just recall for collector. Be boring. Because in low elo, Jhin will not path towards top. In low elo, Azir will not be top lane. People won't play around the TP. Bard is not gonna know that he should be top lane. And it's gonna be very coin flip. So it's better to be boring and just recall when you have collector. And don't try to overextend plays like this. Obviously, he knew his limits very well. Even now when he recalls, he's calculating that the next wave is very far from him. So Jhin can't really push that wave. He's calculating the fog of war and how much Jhin is going to be able to walk up after he clears this wave. He's calculating all of these things. He also is calculating that he can get, with 2.4k gold, I believe he can get collector into BF sword. Okay, this is calculated. He is good at math. Okay. Like, if he's watching this video, tell me if you were good at math when you were small, like when you were a kid. Like, see, he just goes for perfect goal. And now, obviously, he calculated the wave really good, so now he just comes back to the wave. Yeah. So comment below how helpful this video is for you. If it is helpful, if you like this kind of analyzation of, hey, this is what high elo players do, this is what you should do as well. Comment below, guys. Because it's very important to understand what they do. Because a lot of people tell me, bro, watch pro players, you're gonna improve. But then other people are like, bro, but I don't understand what the pro players do. How can you tell me to watch pro players if I don't understand shit? Oh my god. Oh no. Is he gonna recall here? Yeah, he recalls. The FTPs, they can't push top. Crazy. Yeah, that's true. That's why you watch Bizize. That's why you watch Bizize, because Bizize is going to tell you exactly what is in the head of pro player, okay? And how can you apply this in your rank. And this is why you guys should definitely also check the coaching session on my Discord and on my website, because I coach so many players and so many people that they didn't know how to have progress. They didn't know how to have impact in their games. We see people from gold, from silver, from emerald, from diamond, from grandmaster, from challenger, from platinum. So why did this work so hard? Emerald 4 to Diamond 2 in less than a month. It's because the fundamentals that they learn about, the fundamental that was taught to them, truly helped them to climb in their elo. When you get the coaching session, you get a coaching session for your rank, for who you are, you as a human being, not just, you know, some challenger replay that some skill capped video that is applying for every rank. So this is why you should truly check out the coaching session and go to besides.com, guys. Book your coaching session if you truly want to improve in League of Legends and you're serious about getting better. The coaching is personalized and it's really gonna show you what you really lack, so you can be the best AD carry you can possibly be. Okay, let's focus on the gameplay. 2 items. So we've got Lethal Tempo with 2 items. So how do you play? You just play around jungle and support. It's pretty simple. Okay, let's see what they can take here. Ooh, double flash. I'm actually wondering if they're gonna go for a defensive item. Is he gonna go for defensive item? Take mid, take 1 more mid, and then play with Bard. Do all the minions so you can be efficient. Is he gonna push? Yeah, everyone is bot. Jarvan is dead. He needs to play for Drake. He needs to set up his traps. Thinking if he can go Shilbo here. But Rapid Fire Cannon is also good, because they are pretty long range. Nico, Jhin, Azir, Jarvan is a bit like Jax. You kinda need to respect. Good trap placements. And then you get push mid, because this is your responsibility, guys, as an AD carry. And now you can play on side lane and just try to minimize what the enemy team take, or you try to maximize what you take. Since Xin Zhao is kind of AFK farming, I don't know why he's not really playing the game into the enemy jungle, but obviously he does have red, he doesn't want to give it up. He's not a behind at all by any means. He is a little bit behind though, but not just completely behind. You take mid, and then I think you just go bot here. You just recall or minimize for top? Okay, never mind. You can't play bot, especially because Malphite can't ever get push against Azir. I think this should be like really easy, no? Ooh, EQ, W, auto, respecting the threats. Jax is going in. He doesn't have flash though. Ooh. Holy shit. Okay, he did a lot of damage. Can he lose this game? I believe he could. Always take the wave first before the objective. Take another wave. And now teammates are a bit deep, so let's see how he's gonna play. So before the fight, it's Nico flash. So it's Nico root and Nico ult that you need to respect. Also the flash, W of Jhin, but this is pretty intuitive. It's easy to dodge. Azir ultimate deal, and then Jarvan ulti should be easy because you have E and then Jax. So this is what he needs to think about. Enemy AD carries to think about Bard ulti, Orianna Shockwave, and Malphite ult. Malphite ult being the most scary. I think he can win this, no? But it doesn't have jungle. It looks so hard. But they don't have vision, look. They don't see shit and they know that. But it's still greedy, no? Oh my god. Jarvan. Oh! Oh, and Hazel didn't flash. Oh boy. I think this is the mistake of him. I think this is his mistake. He walks up. Yeah, this is the fact that he woke up on Jarvan is good. Malphite should tank it. And then now you just flash and you just kite them away. Jarvan has no ulti. This is really easy. Yeah, it's his mistake. But I love seeing this. You know why? Because if I'm like, let's say I play on my account, right? And I'm like, oh, I wanna be clean and I wanna climb and I wanna play good, right? And it's like, I don't need to be perfect. Like, look, challenger games. This is my account, by the way. Challenger games, and they make mistakes. Okay, I mean, I guess some of you would argue that it's master, it's low elo. Besides, you're coaching grandmaster players and you're playing in master. This is smurfing for you. Well, I understand what you're saying, but I'm still like a player that, I'm still like a coach. I'm not necessarily a player, even though I'm trying to become better and better so I can actually get grandmaster challenger playing AD carry, not just coaching AD carry. So, but it's nice, man, because I see he's making these mistakes. He's not really using flash. So next time when I don't use my flash, I mean, I'll just try to improve my mistakes. I don't need to be perfect to be, grandmaster challenger player. I need to be consistently better than my enemy and consistently making less mistakes than the enemy AD carry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna have some cases where I miss my flash. I will try to strive for perfection, but if I make a mistake, I will not feel bad about it. I will just try to improve it, Hitting closest target, put the trap. Jhin ultimate right here. Orianna still have Shockwave. Playing for the backline with the Nico, but she's too deep right here. Gets popped. We lose the Drake. Orianna is dead. We do have Orianna Shockwave. Let's see if he's gonna try to put a trap. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. But no, listen. He needs to get coached by Bizarre, okay? So, when you play Kate, the EQ is very good. It's a big animation. You see the EQ? It's a big animation. So, typically, you want to use your E and W. You don't want to use your EQ, but maybe he didn't have it. Yeah. So, instead of putting the trap right here, you can hold your trap, and when he jumps, you do this and you trap in front of you. One, the EW animation is a lot easier and faster than the EQ, so you can actually get your first auto attack faster after. Number two, you have higher chance to hit the trap if you put it in front of him and he has to like dodge it. Unfortunately, he didn't really have his trap because ideally you put one here and you do EW to put one here again. And he definitely played really well. I guess the best thing is if he puts the trap before the flash. And he missed his trap, I think. Yeah, he missed his trap here. Oh, he actually put it here. Really? I guess he tried it for the Jax because he thought that if he walks up for the Jarvan, Jax is just gonna walk up and W him. No, it makes sense. We're not trying to nitpick it, but I like it. So you're telling me a 60% challenger doesn't do everything perfect? Yeah. In fact, he makes mistakes, you know? I mean, you can call them small, and he makes like 2 big mistakes in the game and 5 little mistakes. In Emerald, you make like 50 or 60 mistakes, you know? I really like how he played it so far. Good, you respect Jax E, now you can go in. He didn't do the EW, but I think this should be really good. You put the trap, right? You don't have traps. Oh my god. Azir. Ooh. Ooh. Rico. Oh. And now he goes. Oh my god. Crazy. He actually escaped there. Totally crazy. And now mid game is actually quite simple. You just have to play with your teammates. He gets caught. It's a bit hard to play without peel. Especially because they do have a few targets that can go on you. This game looks to be quite long, but to be honest, is he gonna lose? Is he actually gonna lose? Like, if he's gonna lose, people in the chat is gonna be like, oh bro, but it happens to me. I win the lane, I play so well, but I lose. Yeah, bro, but I mean, and what's your point, right? Because even if he loses this game, if he wins most of the games when he's strong, it doesn't really mean anything, right? Oh my god. But ulting Nico is kind of iffy, you know? Ulting Nico is really kind of iffy. I really want to see the last fights. If he's gonna lose, it's gonna be crazy. Okay, so he walks up on the right angle here because he does have vision here. We don't have vision here. I want to see the Q. All minions, clear the minions. I don't like the E though. Does have absolute focus. Trap. Good, 5. And now what? Ooh, oh, but that's as a clone. Yeah, but I don't know. We have ult. Oh my god, Azir. But look at his positioning. Look at Hazel. His positioning is so good. The Nico tried something right there. What did Nico try right there? So ulted. Oh my god, and he got unlucky. Oh my god, that was actually unlucky. Let's see positioning. Azir no ulti. Jarvan sees the ult, but no CC. Jax has E, but he don't really care because you have the trap. Using the barrier very early in case he has so much damage. And then after you take his skill, you just go Nash, no? You just go Nash, you take the Nash, you reset. And then you just go mid lane and you win the game, no? Ah, GA, I like it. Last item, GA. Nothing you can do. Great. Great. Good recall timings. I really like that he was a bit selfish this game. I really like that his team fights, they were not clean, but they were like really good. Like he was expecting a lot Jax, and he really knew how Jax E works. His way of understanding threat range was very good. Like even now, his positioning is just very good, right behind of the teammates. He's calculating Azir flash. He's calculating, you know, Jax flash at the same time. Just lovely. Just lovely. Also getting GA is very good because there is no way you're gonna lose this game. There is no way you're gonna lose this game. Ooh, if you like, you're gonna die once, but the second time you're not gonna die, and that's how he wins this game, guys. Hazel, crazy. He's probably actually one of my favorite top 5 AD carry in Europe at the moment. Watch, pretty good, pretty decent, I can say. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. See you next time. Bye bye. $5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.